Okay, this is a little tour of my home network. Starting at the top, we have a gigabit Ethernet switch from EdgeCore. It's PoE, but I'm not using that. Underneath that we have my NAS, which is running FreeNAS on the ZFS file system with two Western Digital Red drives, 2 terabytes. Underneath that is my ESXi machine. It's an R210 server. These are both R210s, generation 1s. Underneath that, my web server. Now this has been virtualized now, so it's not being used. Underneath that we have a HP DL360, or is it it's a 160 I think, generation 7. It's also running FreeNAS. It's kind of my backup for the top R210. At the bottom here we have a HP Proliant DL380 Generation 6 that is running ESXi 6. So the web server is now running off this. It also runs pfsense, Windows Server 2012, Windows 10 trial, a couple of other things I can't remember now. It's got 2 hot swap SAS drives. They're 146 gigabytes mirrored. That's not a lot of space, so that's why I have the ESXi connection here with a terabyte on it. Yeah, so this Generation 6 Proliant's got the 2 SAS drives, 64 gigs of RAM, and 1 Xeon E5645 6-core processor. I also have PCI pass-through configured on the Generation 6 DL380. There's a NVIDIA GT 740 in there right now. Now with the HP servers, when you start putting additional PCI cards in, the fans will rev up a little bit, so they won't be as quiet under normal operating conditions. But if you do start loading up with more than one card, fan noise will get undesirable for home use. Now the Generation 7 uses the normal size drives, 3.5 inch hot swap if they're SAS, but in this case they're 2 SATA drives. In this one we've got the 2.5 inch SAS, obviously hot swap. I'm going to annoy it now, I've just done that. And this is just a quick look at the monitor that the HP is connected to. This shows it's running VMware ESXi version 6.0.0. It's running the HP optimized kernel here, and it's got 64 gigs of RAM showing there with the Xeon E5645 at 2.4 gigahertz, which is 6 cores. And that's just showing the URL that you go to manage the machine from. And I think the next upload I do might be a bit more on how to use ESXi, and possibly Proxmox as well, because I was using that prior to changing over to VMware. Okay, thanks for watching.